it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan. We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Set 90, Wolf.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Back, back, back.
Go.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
On first down, Savage able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Look at me. Zipper. Fight.
On second down, Savage. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey.
552. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 3.
2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
60-yard.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard
Check.
line.
Fresno.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, lock it.
Check 24.
Hey. Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. Savage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Savage. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, high 7.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Come on, set. 30 base. X3. 218, chop.
Check 31. Check 31.
Lead grip.
On 1st down, Dickens. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Go.
They'll try the left side. Dickens fights him off. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Set. 10-2 stop.
55, come on. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, Melvin. Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch Central West.
Check.
Now. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you, boy.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, keep it up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
60 out now.
Silver.
Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Melvin. And he finds a man on the crossing route. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now again, right side, Savage. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Go.
On 2nd down now, Savage, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Break.
52. Mike 52. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Charlie.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That's good for 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Better try something else, baby.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score.
At the 9-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Savage. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Melvin. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Able to push his way through. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
Look at me.
7.
Zipper. 2.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 13 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Melvin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter, snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
70, Indy.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll try the left side. Savage. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Melvin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Indianapolis.
Slam. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 23 yards, the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
218, chop, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Melvin completes it to Jennings. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Look at me. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Savage. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm coming after you.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Come on, set. 60 or.
3 buzz. And 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Exit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. They're on the 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Check 43.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Melvin. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Hey, echo. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Melvin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Melvin. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Melvin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check 49. Check 4.
Hey, lock it.
They'll try the left side. Savage. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Ready? 8, read. You're out.
On first down, Savage. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's see what you got.
Here's 2nd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here, the 32. The 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take me out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Melvin. There he goes inside the 30. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready, set.
Watching the ball. I got him. 55, my God, 55.
Right up.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Defense.
To throw again. Melvin. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.